My name is Federico Pomi, and I'm the founder and CEO of Fabrica. At Fabrica, we bring real land on chain. So we supercharge it. We make it tradable, we make it accessible, and we make it programmable. Now, you've been here for a couple of days, and you've seen plenty of presentations and panels, but this is the real-world asset summit, and I'm going to show you a real demo of a real product with real customers and real properties. And we're going to do two things in 5 minutes. We're going to buy a real estate property, and we're going to take a mortgage. And if we have some extra time, I'll share some alpha. So let's go shopping. This is Fabrica website. It's a marketplace. You can see all the properties on a nice map. And we have all kinds of properties. So you can see a commercial plot of land in Los Angeles. It's worth around $700K. Residential properties, residential parcels. This is a farm owned by a DAO. And several properties in the range between $700K, something in Texas, California, Utah, pretty much everywhere, down to smaller properties that are worth a few $1,000s. And for today's demo, we'll check out this property. It's a small plot of land in the desert of Arizona. On the right, you can see the pictures of a property. To the left, you'll see the actual boundaries of a property on the map. And it's just over 2 acres, I think. Yeah, a little bit over 2 acres. On the property page, you can see the whole history on chain of a property, the marketing description, and technical information about the property. So does it have any lien on it? Are property taxes current? And the legal information about the proof of title and the deed at the county. But the interesting thing is that that's not Zillow. Zillow is Web 2, we're Web 3. So that's an actual token on chain. So you can see on Etherscan, on OpenSea, and you can own it instantly. So let's go and buy it. I'm not going to pay by bank. It's going to take too long for this presentation. So I'll just check out. That's my budget for today. And we're going to pay that from my wallet. That's a real transaction on mainnet. I'm confirming it. And while we wait for it to be processed, what's happening under the hood? There's technically an NFT that represents the ownership of a property. Oh, well, that was fast. And what I've just bought is an NFT that gives me full control and rights to the underlying asset. So I now own this land. Legally, I can go there, develop the parcel, build my house on it, do whatever I want with the parcel. That's real land tokenized on chain. And as you've noticed, we haven't used a notary, we haven't used a title company, we haven't used a lawyer, title insurance, real estate agent. It was a straight transaction on chain. I own that land. There's nobody in the middle between me, myself, and my property. I own the token, so I own the land. And that is legally recognized. At the county and the deed, there's a smart contract address and the token ID of that property. And that was use case number 1 that I promised. Now let's take a look at my portfolio for a second. Now that I own some land, I actually own a few other properties. And you'll see that this property here, that's a pretty peculiar property because it's actually the first property that we had put on chain in 2017. So I'm very affectionate to it. And I don't want to sell it. But what I can do is that I can take a loan on it, fully on chain. So again, similar process. And you can see here we have some loan offers from peer-to-peer lending. We have a partnership with a lending protocol, a peer-to-peer lending protocol called Niftify. They have processed like around $500 million in loans on NFTs. And now we expanded to real-world assets, and we have a partnership. So I'll take a loan on it. Let's say the first one. 2 months, 12% APR. I can review the term. Sure, I accept. And I'm going to initiate a loan. That's pretty expensive on chain, but we'll take it. $50 to set up a mortgage. And in a few seconds, I'm going to get the loan to my wallet. I don't know how many of you have bought like traditionally real estate, but the process is a bit different, and you wouldn't be able to demo that in 5 minutes. not even take a mortgage, forget about it. And that's done. You guys have just seen something that I think is groundbreaking, like operating on real-world assets instantly through a simple interface. You don't need to be a crypto nerd to understand this. So that was the part of the demo. And as for the alpha that I promised you, oops, just go this way, sorry. I want to spend a couple of words on land as an asset class, because that's completely misunderstood. In the US alone, there are like 60 million parcels at an average value of 90K, and that's $5 trillion. It's completely underserved. It's not the residential or the traditional commercial space, and the transaction costs are insanely high, and most of these properties are not able to get capital, to borrow. The reason being that the average value of a property is so low that most of the banks will say, no, the paperwork to set up a loan takes weeks, it's expensive, and it's not worth the loan. But once you upgrade the property on chain, and you can do things in 30 seconds for $5 or $20 on mainnet, all of a sudden you unlock that asset class. And that's what we're doing. If you're interested in buying some land, or if you own a property and want to add it to our platform, just go to our website. It's a 5-minute long process. We take care of everything to bring it on chain. We have tokenized over 500 properties over the past few years. We have over 20 licenses. We are operational in all 50 states. Or if you want to provide capital and provide loans, reach out to me and I'll help you there. Thank you.